Welcome back, and in this video we'll be looking at how to manifest the life you want, especially when you've been through some sort of trauma or a difficult experience. I'm going to walk you through 5 key steps that will help you reprogram your mind and heal the trauma that act as emotional blockages so you can finally be released and allow yourself to have the life that you truly deserve. First up, lesson number 1, trauma actually blocks your ability to manifest, so some of those techniques might not be working for you. Trauma creates these emotional blockages within your brain, your body, preventing you from simply thinking and feeling and getting into that vibration that you need to be able to feel like you can have the life you want. Also, a lot of manifestation techniques ask you to feel and think about what you want and get into that vibe. Until you can heal these blocks, you won't be able to fully align with the emotions and the thoughts that you want or need to be able to manifest what it is that you want. For example, if you've been constantly struggling with procrastination, or you've been struggling in relationships where you were treated in a really bad way, where you felt worthless or unworthy of love, or if you are really struggling in relationships, it could be that you're carrying some unresolved emotional trauma from childhood, and this is leading to repeating toxic relationship patterns because you're trying to resolve it this time. And no matter how much you try to think about things in a positive way, you forgive them, you try and be positive, you can't get out of this. So the actionable advice here would be to do what you can and start small. Understand also there's a difference between therapy and trauma therapy. Trauma therapy is there to release any stored trauma from your body, from your brain, because everything is stored until it's released. So if you feel emotionally triggered, or you even feel really numb, it could be that you need to get to the emotional trauma that you're stored so that you can then release that and then create the life that you want. Lesson number 2, you're always manifesting all the time. Thoughts and feelings and our ideas, everything starts there first. So even if you were to create a chair, for instance, first you have to draw the chair out. It's an idea, it's a concept first, and then it gets created into reality. So your thoughts and feelings are such an important step, and the imagination is the block to creating what it is that you want in your reality. So if you feel anxious and overwhelmed in your life right now, what we need to do is stop the momentum of continuing in that way, because otherwise we're unconsciously creating more of those feelings and we're feeling it. And I know that it's not easy. You can't just stop it, but we need to be able to realign with what it is that we want so that we can be open to new opportunities, new things, so that we can create this new vibration. So spend at least 5 minutes in the morning thinking about what it is that you want as soon as you get up, because that's the best time to do this, because your brain is in something called an alpha brainwave, and that's where a lot of things can manifest quicker. Another amazing thing to do is actually think about what it is that you want before you go to sleep. Again, you're in the alpha brainwave. And this is something that Neville Goddard uses quite a lot, or spoke about a lot in his books. And actually, this works really well. Now, if it is that it's just not working for you, you're trying to imagine what it is that you want and you're not feeling it, you're not thinking it, or it's just not working, you're starting to think about other things, it is a sign that there could be trauma that's stored, and you just need to stop using this technique, release the trauma first, and then come back to it again. Don't waste your time. Just know that, okay, it might be that I have trauma and I need to release that so that I can then fulfill this practice, so I can get into that vibe. Lesson number 3, there's 2 states that you can be in at any one time: a powerful state or a primal state. This is the game changer. There's only 2 states, primal and powerful. If you're in the primal state, you'll feel driven by fear that you're not good enough and you want to prove yourself to other people. That's where eventually you'll get blocked by the very things that you want to create, like where procrastination can come into play, where we feel we're just not good enough to have what it is we want because we're fearful of it. What we want to do is actually get into the powerful state, which is a state of feeling like you love what you do. So it's the creative state. You feel motivated, you feel inspired to do it. That's where you have fun, you feel in flow, you feel a sense of peace when you're doing something. And there, everything is easy. Whereas when you're in the primal state, our fear is triggered. It's inevitable that everything becomes a struggle. Now, if you're finding that you're mostly in your primal state, and this is a specific scenario, an action point, is to start noticing, are you anxious? Are you stressed? Are you in survival mode? Then this is shutting down your ability to create, to innovate, to grow, because everything gets shut down because we're just trying to survive. You're not able to really be the best version of yourself in this way. So track how you feel for a whole week. Just sense, where am I? Am I in primal state or I'm in a powerful state? Links also into your nervous system. When we're in a primal state, we're in a our sympathetic nervous system is triggered. But when we're in a powerful state, we're in a parasympathetic nervous system. That means we're calm and we're relaxed, in a space of love and calm and peace. But when we're in a primal state, we're feeling fear and stress, and it feels like a struggle. What we want to do is catch ourselves when we're in that primal state and really gently and lovingly bring ourselves to a space of love. And one of the things that you can do is be grateful for what you have. Gratefulness is a nice way of getting into the powerful state and really calming your system down. Another way is to bring love to yourself and just acceptance. Something you can do is just say, even though I'm in this situation, I still love and accept myself. I'm trying my best. Another thing you can do is start engaging the parasympathetic nervous system through breath work and other techniques to trigger that vagus nerve to calm itself down. Now, the other thing you can look at is, are you around people that literally take the oxygen out of the air? It feels like you just can't breathe around them. That might be an indication that you've got a narcissist or someone toxic in your life. They are known to just literally taking the oxygen out of the air. And if that is the case, you might need to create space from them so that you can then calm your nervous system down. You can start to calm yourself down and start creating things in your life and getting tools to help calm yourself and get out of that fear state and move more into the love state where you love your life again. Lesson number 4, the power of non-resistance. Let's talk about resistance. Often we feel that we have to force or control things because trauma makes us feel unsafe and we feel like we have to do something. But the more we resist, the more blocks we have, and everything becomes even harder for things to actually move and shift in our life. Sometimes the more we work at it, the more harder it gets. It gets further and further away from us. Where you just let go and go, I'm just going to trust that everything is going to be okay and everything's going to go in my favor. And out of this situation, only good will come in my life and that I'm safe. Things like that can really calm the nervous system down so that you can get out of that fear state and more into the love state. Lesson number 5, most importantly, healing trauma can be the thing that actually unlocks you from these emotional wounds that you're carrying. They shouldn't be ignored. Sometimes we've been grown up to think that you just be strong and you carry on. But that's not the way to get to the next level sometimes. What worked for you before, where you were strong, might not work for you anymore. There might be a block. There's just too much trauma. Now, if it is that you're struggling with a lot of trauma, you can sometimes see this where there's unresolved childhood trauma and you keep feeling really, really stuck, or you self-sabotage or you procrastinate and it's just getting worse over time. But by healing these emotional blockages, you can step into your full potential. And I've seen this time and time again with my clients where they just release the trauma and they're doubling their income or they're starting sideline businesses. Everything starts to shift because they've just released some emotional trauma that you've been carrying. Now, one of the things that you could do is actually look at, what belief system do you have right now? Maybe if you look at what's going on in your life and what problem you've got, you can see and trace back what belief system would have created that. And it could be that you think you're not worthy. Then you can say, okay, what if that belief system is a lie? There's probably lots of things that you've done that make you worthy. So you go, okay, I am worthy. But how do I then ensure that my brain knows that I'm worthy? Because the way the brain works, it literally filters out so much information based on what you believe. So if we want to create a new belief, we have to get evidence for our brain to really embed this new belief. So start gathering information of why you are worthy to have what it is that you want. Now, if it is that you have got a lot of trauma, do look into the resources section or the description and have a look and see if you want to apply for the program. So just to recap, you want to heal your emotional blockages. You want to understand that you're manifesting all the time anyway, and you want to shift from primal states to powerful states, which is all a feeling of moving away from fear to love. And we want to embrace non-resistance. We don't want those blocks. Just start releasing them and heal your trauma to unlock your full potential. Let me know which one of these you're going to do first. Let me know in the comments. And if you found this at all helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like. It really means so much to me to be able to do these videos and to do my work so I can help heal more people so that they can manifest the life that they deserve. Most of all, please remember this is a journey of healing. Be loving, be kind to yourself. Till next time, sending you so much love.